I have been missing in action, but I'm finally back. I started with a little palette cleanser of a project. I whipped up 2 pajama sets and I cut out a pair of pants that will serve as a muslin for a future project. Let me show you everything that I have done. Hi everyone, my name is Karen and this is my channel KGFL Creations. Well, it's Friday, so you know what that means. Another episode of #Friday Sews. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving last week here in the United States. It was Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving was Thursday and then we had Black Friday and it was a long weekend. So I just hope everybody had a great time. I had a good Thanksgiving. It was very quiet here. It was just the 3 of us because my sister and my brother-in-law, they're not here. They are actually traveling. So it was just the 3 of us and it was nice and quiet. just the way I like it. It rained pretty much the whole weekend. So I did not go out at all. But that did not stop me from shopping. Oh boy. Yeah, all of the emails that came in with all of the sales, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. Before we get into what has been going on here in the sewing room, I want to talk about what I am wearing today. This is a ballad blouse. Yeah, ballad blouse without the shirring. I usually do the ballad blouse with the shirring, but since this was an eyelet fabric, I did not want to do the shirring. This fabric was very hard to work with. This was done in the Fabric Wheel of Fate, my first Fabric Wheel of Fate in the beginning of the year, I think. Yeah, in the beginning of the year. So, and I do love this top here. I do love a black ballad blouse. And I always wear it with a little cami underneath, if you can see it, because this is a bit see-through. So I need to put a little cami under. Yeah, now let's talk about what has been going on here in the sewing room. Last week, I did not post a video because I just took a break. Yes, I needed to take a break. I didn't want to do anything. Actually, there was not a lot of sewing going on the week prior. That's why I was like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. It's Friday. It's Black Friday, actually. So I was like, I don't want to post a video. Nobody's going to watch it anyway. Everybody's out shopping with family and, you know, enjoying life, as you know, we tend to do on a long weekend. So I decided not to post a video. But last weekend I did do some sewing. Yes, decided to do some batch cutting. I did cut 2 pajama sets and I cut a pair of pants. Yeah, a pair of pants that will serve as a muslin for a future project. Just wanted to see how this is going to be. Cross my fingers that it looks okay. It's not sewn yet, it's just cut. The 2 pajama sets, they are finished and I'll show it to you, but the pants are not done. I'll just show you whatever I cut. Okay, so these are the 2 pajamas that I made. 2 little pajamas. And let's talk about this one first. This top here is actually I forgot the name, the Ellie Mac. It's a free pattern from Ellie Mac and I have done this before in another set of pajamas. Oh, I forgot the name, but I'll put it here when I'm editing the video. And I did the top here. I added a little label. It says perfectly imperfect here. And I also did the cover here to the top. I'll insert it here, the video that I showed me doing this portion right here on a dress a couple of months back. Don't remember when that was. Maybe June, July. Yeah, maybe August. I don't remember when that was. So this is the top. This turned out really nice. This is a cotton jersey from Joann's. One of the pop things that they had there. It said pop on the side. And I had this in my stash for a while. I still have a bunch of this And it's a nice little cotton jersey. Nice cotton jersey. The shorts, let me take this off so I can show you the shorts. And this is the little shorts. It's the Love Notions pattern Tranquil nightwear. And I like to do the shorts because it's only one pattern piece. It's one whole piece from front to back. Yeah, front to back. And yeah, one pattern piece and that's it. This comes really, really easy. Quick, quick, quick. One seam here, then you attach it here, and then you put the elastic and you have to do the hem right there. That's it. It took me longer to do the twin needle here, hem of this one, and also the hem on the top. It took me a lot longer, the hem, and also the top stitching all over this took me longer than to actually, you know, cut and put this whole thing together. So yeah, top stitching, yeah, it's something. It's something. So yeah, this turned out really, really nice. Now let me show you the other one. The other one is a little bit different. So let me put this away here on my tripod and I'll be right back with the other one. Okay, I am back with this one. This here, the top is different. This is the Lago Tank. Am I saying that right? Maybe, not sure. By Itch to Stitch. I've had this pattern for a long time and I wanted to do the tank, see how it is, because the back is pretty, it kind of comes in a little bit here, like a racer back, but it's not that much of a racer back. It's pretty wide here. But this fabric here, oh my goodness, this is a little rib and this thing stretched like crazy. It stretched like crazy. When I was doing this here, putting the rib knit here, this thing stretched a lot. Even up here, I did not add that top portion here that I usually do for the back here. I didn't do it because this thing was stretching so much that I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I did add a little label. It says size me on one side and the other side says size you, so I can put it either way. So yeah, this turned out really good. It turned out a little bit big for me. I did cut the size, I think I cut the size 18, but because this is very, very stretchy, I think it stretched. It was a bit big here, right here, but it's to sleep, so it's pretty good. I am not bothered with that. If it was something for me to go out, then it would bother me to have it a little bit loose here in the underarm. But since this is a little pajama set, I'm fine with it. I have no problems. But let me show you what I did with the hem. I did the little lettuce hem here. You see that? This turned out so good. I finally did it. I wanted to do this for a while on the serger. This is done on the serger. So I had to pick up all of the paperwork that I had from the class that I had. It was the first little class, Get to Know Your Serger. And the lady showed us how to do the rolled hem. And I asked her, how do you do the lettuce hem on a knit? And she told me all you have to do is increase the I think it's a differential feet, put it to stretch, and then you pull it a little bit on one side and the other, and then it does the little the little lettuce hem here. But one thing I forgot to do on this one was to cut the 1 inch, because this has a 1 inch hem for the Lago Tank, but I forgot to cut the 1 inch, so it's a bit long, you know, for me. But yeah, it turned out really, really nice. I love this. Love, love, love this. And let me show you the shorts. Turned out great. The shorts, this is the little shorts. The shorts, I did remember to take out the 1 inch here before I did the lettuce hem, because the hem has the little bump out, you know, when you cut. It has a tiny little bump out for you to fold and it goes in. So this one I did remember to cut the whole 1 inch from the bottom, and I did the lettuce hem also on this one. Turned out great, great, great. The only thing is that I used regular thread. It was not serger thread because I did not have this color. So I pulled 2 green threads that I had, regular threads, and I put it in the serger. But the feel is different from the serger thread. The serger thread, to me, it's softer. But I love this. I really, really like this. And I did add the same tag here, size me, and then the other side says size you. But yeah, this turned out really, really good. The little shorts right here. Yeah, this is a very stretchy material, so it is not big up in the waist because of the elastic, but the rest of it, it's a bit on the loose side compared to the other one. This one is looser because of the material that I have. Yeah, but this turned out really, really good. And I did show it to my daughter, and I showed her the lettuce hem, and then she touched it and she's like, "Oh, this is nice fabric. Do you have more?" And I said, "Yeah, I have plenty of this fabric," because I had 6.5 yards of this. I purchased this fabric on the second to last shopping haul at Joann's before they closed. And yeah, I had a lot of this fabric. It was 6.5 yards. I did look on my spreadsheet, so I do have plenty of this. And she's like, "Can you make one for me?" So I have to make a pair of pajamas for her with this fabric. Nice and soft. It is great, great pajama material. Really, really good. So like I said in the beginning, I did some batch cutting, and this is the other thing that I cut. Besides the 2 pajamas that I cut and I sewed, this one is not sewn yet. This is the Parker Ponte by Starlark, and this is going to be a muslin. I had this fabric here and I had just enough to cut this because I have some Ponte, some black Ponte that I bought from Joann's a while back, even before, was it before they said that they were closing? I don't remember when I bought it, but I want to make a pair of Ponte pants. So I did see a bunch of people making the Parker Ponte pants, and I decided to cut this one. I cut the size, do I know which one? I don't remember which one. Size 18. Cut the size 18. Didn't do any changes to the top or the rise. No, I didn't change anything on the rise or the scoop or anything. I cut it as is. The only thing I did, I added 1 inch to the length, because the Parker, I think you fold at the bottom. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the fold. And if I don't do the fold all the way down, from what I measured, there was not going to be enough for me to hem it. So I added the 1 inch, so I'll be able to hem it. So let's see how this turns out. I am looking forward to making this, to sewing this one, and hopefully the Parker Ponte pants will be okay on my body. I see a bunch of people doing it and they turn out great. This is not a Ponte per se, but it's pretty thick knit, and this is kind of a muslin for me. I made something for a pair of pants for my daughter also out of this one, something that she wears at home. So yeah, this will be a pair of pants. Wish me luck that it turns out okay. I want to show you a couple things that I got for the sewing room. Since last week, I did not post a video. I did not share with you something that I got. My husband went to Costco. It was not the week of Thanksgiving. It was the week prior. He went to Costco and then he calls me. He's like, "Oh, I see something here. Do you want this?" It was a steamer. I'm like, I don't know. because I got burned on a steamer. I bought a steamer from Amazon. It was a Rowenta steamer, and I paid a good chunk of money. And I got home and it didn't work. And I was like, oh, come on. I had to send it back. And then I'm like, I don't know if I'll get a steamer again. And then he was there, and I'm like, okay, just buy the thing. That's okay. You can buy it. It was the Conair steamer. Ooh, I don't know if you can see this. It's a 2-in-1 steamer and iron with a gentle temperature. And it comes with some accessories and some other little things here. My husband tested it and he said that it works. This is the steamer here, the little steamer. It has water already, and he bought me, I have it here, the water, distilled water. He bought a gallon to put it in here, and he said that it works fine. And I did see him checking it. He was testing it. I have not used it yet. It's sitting here from whenever I need to. This is mostly for my daughter, actually, for her work clothes, her jackets and whatnot. Sometimes she leaves here. I'm like, oh my God, how can you just walk out the door all wrinkled? It doesn't make any sense to me, but this is supposed to be for her blazers, and use this to steam it out and kind of for it to look a little bit better. Now, the other addition to this sewing, let me put this away. I watched a video by Diane, and her channel is Diane in Stitches. And she was showing how to make hem using benro. And I was like, wow, why have I not ever purchased that before? So I went to Amazon and I got, it says that it's a fishbone hem tape. Little package here. I think there are, let me see here, 10 yards. 10 yards of this hem tape, and it's a little roll. I'm not gonna, I don't wanna, oh, yeah, right here. So yeah, this is 5 yards, and the other one is also 5 yards. So a total of 10 yards right here. So I have to learn how to use this, but in her video, her hem turned out so nice, and I was like, nah, I need to buy that. For when you make the small little hems. This came in very handy for her. So now I have it for my next small little hem project. I'll be using this. And I think that's about it. Now let's talk about what I have done last week. Black Friday. Yeah. Thanksgiving sales and all of that. Well, everybody was on sale. Everything was on sale. All the pattern companies and everything. But actually, I purchased only one pattern. Yes, I purchased a pattern from Cashmerette, and it was, I think, the Ames or Ames jeans pants. Yeah, it's a jeans. And I wanted a different one because I've made the jeans by Closet Core, and this one, because Cashmerette is supposed to be for the curvy girl, I went and I got it. It was 40% off. It was a good deal, and I got the pants. There wasn't anything else that I needed from them because I am a member, and every month there's a pattern that comes out, so I didn't want to buy anything else, and I have plenty of patterns from Cashmerette. So there was just one pattern that I got last week. I did control myself on that end, but I did not control myself with the fabric. Yes, Friday night, I was sitting in my recliner in the family room, and I was checking my emails. I had not checked my emails since Wednesday. Because Wednesday I went to work. I worked half a day, and then I came home, and then Thursday there's all the cooking and the eating and all that stuff. So I didn't check my emails. So Friday night, I'm sitting there watching some TV with my daughter, and I checked my emails. Yeah, that was a disaster. I clicked on one of the emails. It was an email from Nick of Times. I have purchased from them before, and pretty much I think everything was on sale for $4.99 a yard. Yeah, $4.99 a yard. And I'm like, oh boy. So I clicked on it. And I'm like, oh boy, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And then I didn't finish the purchase. I'm like, okay, let me think about it. And yeah, I was going to think about it. I talked to my husband and I said, oh, there's some stuff that I want to buy, but we've spent so much money already this month. The month of November, we went to Washington. We spent money there. And then I purchased a cruise vacation for next year. And you have to pay for that way in advance. So half of that is paid for already. I spent a lot of money in the month of November. So I'm like, oh, do I buy this or not? And he's like, well, there's no other place for you to buy fabric. So just take the sale and pull the trigger. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll think about it. So I went back, I didn't do anything. And then I went back on my iPad and I looked and I ended up purchasing a bunch of fabric from Nick of Time. I think I spent about $120, I think. None of it has arrived. People start working back. They go back to work on Monday and then everything needs to be processed and whatnot. It did say that it was going to take a while for it to be shipped. Haven't seen anything yet. So let's see. Let's see if I get everything that I have ordered. I'll cross my fingers. So yeah, I did get some fabric from the Black Friday sales. More added to my numbers. Yeah, my numbers this year just went like whoosh, 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 whoosh. So I will do a video at the end of the year. I don't know when it's going to be the last Friday. Ooh, I think it's the 26th. So I might do it on the 26th or I'll do it on the 2nd. I think it's the 2nd. Yes, of January. One of the 2 days I'll do like a end of the year talking about all of my stash and everything that I added to the stash and everything that I sold for the year. Let's see if I can do that video. Let's talk a little bit about life now. Not much has been going on. Last weekend it was pretty busy because we had Thanksgiving here in the United States, and right after Thanksgiving we start decorating for Christmas. Yes, so last week we had to decorate, remove everything from fall decorations and then put everything for Christmas. So there was a lot of stuff happening here. Christmas tree is up already. Dining room is all decorated. The living room is decorated. I even have my tiny little Christmas tree back there. My little Christmas tree. I had the lights on, but my batteries died. And I don't have any more AA batteries. I have to go to BJ's or Costco or one of the two and get one of the big packages of AA batteries and AAA batteries. That's all I had for you guys this week. I talked too much. I was blabbing. There was no video last week, so I'm talking like a crazy person now. Just wanted to show you everything that I have been up to since I came back into the sewing room after my little break from that one massive sew. Yeah, it was something. And nice little palette cleanser with my 2 little pajamas. Now I'm gonna work on the pants and see how that turns out. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Now, if you liked this video, can I ask you to please hit that like button below, and also if you can subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I will see you on the next one. Bye.